Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. If you've been playing Dune like our community has recently, you may have found yourself wondering where on Arrakis all these trials of AQL are located. This is a full guide for all 8 trials, including puzzles and walkthroughs for each individual trial. I've included timestamps so you can go right to the trial that you need help with. If you found this helpful, I'd appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe to show me it was helpful. Thanks, enjoy! The first trial of AQL is located in Haga Basin South, and it's right here at the Mina Cavern. You should have a quest marker for this very first one here. The rest of them aren't going to give you a quest marker, but this first one should. You'll know these trials of AQL locations because of the ornate bricks that are around the doorways. As you start to get into some of these, you'll see some really cool artwork on some of the bricks, and I think they did a really good job with these. And as you get to the bottom of these caverns, you'll find a pedestal with some spice on it. Go ahead and approach the pedestal and inhale the spice, and sure enough, the entire trial of AQL is you in a spice vision, getting high. Now, this very first trial is pretty straightforward. I don't imagine a lot of people are going to need a ton of help with this one. But you start out and you have an NPC talking to you, reciting some old scriptures and stuff. But basically, what you're going to do for this first one is you are going to hide from the all-seeing eyes. Some of the eyes will blink off, and that's when you make a break for it. Then you'll need to be behind something, blocking a line of sight between you and the eyeball. If you do get discovered, if you spend too long in the light of the eye, you will just get teleported back and have to redo that section of the dungeon again. The second trial is located in the Vermilius Gap East at this cave called the Deep Struggle. This one isn't too hard to find, especially if you used a survey probe to discover all the locations here. You can see the ornate markings on the wall, being the indicator that something special lies below. Cut the microfiber moisture barriers and loot the chest inside. You'll need the microfiber later. Turn around to find the entrance to the second trial of AQL Cave. Descend down to the pedestal with the spice, get high, and off you go to the second trial. This trial teaches you how to use the static compactor, a tool you use often and want to understand how to use for the rest of the game. The trial will teach you how to use it to disperse flames from the ground. It'll teach you how to dissipate poison mist. And it'll have you coalesce sand into rocks so that you can jump across these gaps. Easy peasy, right? The third trial of AQL is located in the western Vermilius Gap at the Cave of the Lost Pilgrim. This one doesn't have any enemies outside, so you can ride up. I got lucky in this case, but I would recommend bringing a vehicle backup tool to some of these because there's not always a safe place to park your bike. So if a sandstorm rolls across while you're down in there, you might come back out to a destroyed sand bike. That's never good. This cave does have enemies, but you can ignore them or kill them. It's totally up to you. Once you get to the bottom, though, you won't find a spice pedestal awaiting you, but instead you'll find evidence that the Sardaukar have been here and already destroyed this ancient Fremen ritual site. Simply listen to the recording to proceed. Now, go back to the eastern Vermilius Gap to the giant rock named the Hollow Hammer. It is in fact hollow, so find a way to climb up and inside to locate the entrance to the fourth trial. Be sure to loot the corpses on your way up as well. This one can actually be a bit confusing. Approach the crysknife in the center of the platform and get ready to fight. You can start hacking and slashing through a few enemies, but it is intended that you eventually get overwhelmed at a certain point and fall down into the down but not out state, which triggers a cutscene and the latter half of this trial. Once you have been given the Spice Prescience ability, you can now cut these mobs down far easier. The Spice Prescient state is what the game considers to be your ultimate ability. Pay attention to your active abilities, your passives, and your techniques in your skill tree. Some of them change slightly when you're prescient, and some of them simply require you to be present at all in order for them to work. Fight until the trial lets you continue up the stairs in the back, and you've completed the fourth trial. Located at the southern end of the Hagar Rift at a cave called the Hidden Test, the fifth trial can definitely be a little difficult to find. Approaching on my sand bike, I found light coming from what looked like a tunnel below. This light won't be visible during the day, so definitely try to come at night if you can help it at all. Descend all the way down this hole to find the entrance to the fifth trial of AQL. Approach the pedestal, inhale, and get ready for the dreams. This trial focuses on teaching you about quicksand and also allows you to obtain the thumper. Jump across these gaps to avoid the quicksand and climb your way through until you get to the spice harvester. Feel free to skip this part if you don't need it, but I've left the entire climbing puzzle in, that way if anyone was having trouble, it was here for them to see how I made it through. Grab and place the provided thumper, then hurry up and keep climbing. Definitely take a moment to watch and appreciate the sandworm as it devours the spice harvester and the thumper you just placed. And congratulations, you just completed the fifth trial of AQL. The sixth trial is located in the far upper right corner of the map in a cavern known as the Devil's Eye Cavern. Pro tip, if you have the Swordmaster quest, you can complete 2 quests at once here, as he asks you to come here as well. Once inside, you'll find some poison mines and loot chests, so definitely look around and be careful. You can use your static compactor to get rid of the poison or wait it out. Once again, once you approach the area with the spice pedestal, you'll find evidence of the Sardaukar having destroyed another ancient Fremen ritual site. Listen to the audio log to complete this quest. The seventh trial is located in the northwestern section of the rift in a deep cave called the Red Maw. You can find the entrance at the bottom of the rift or all the way on the surface level as I show here. As you jump down from the surface level, be sure you loot this corpse for a free unique blade schematic. Continue jumping all the way down until you see a red light coming from below. Once inside the cave, you'll find more enemies. Whether you kill them all or run past is up to you again, but be sure to loot all the chests for Solarian materials at least. This trial teaches you how to use Fremen tents. Simply fight through the harsh winds to each tent to proceed. I've left the footage in showing where the tents are in case anyone has issues with finding them, but feel free to skip ahead if you don't need that info. The eighth and final trial is located on the lower section of the cliffs here at the first actual siege that you'll find. The cave is not up top, but if you did go on top of the cliff looking for it, you can get back down to the lower sands pretty easily. If you paid attention to all the previous trial quests, you'll know exactly how to get past this door. If not, that's okay, you know I got you covered. You'll have to answer a series of questions to get past the door. All answers are shown right here in this video. There is also one more puzzle that you might need help with, so I've included that as well. And here is the second puzzle. The object here is to use the yellow buttons on the stone plinth in the middle of the room to match the hieroglyphics in the lesson to the lesson being taught by the hologram. Cycle through the symbols until you match up with what I have in this recorded footage, and it should let you pass. Other than the puzzles, I've left the footage out to not spoil any story for anyone. This 8th trial is definitely my favorite of them all. And if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe, as that helps me out a ton. Also comment below and let me know if you did find this helpful, or if I could improve anything for future videos. Thanks everyone, see you around Arrakis.